welcome back everyone to another Tech Times exclusive. And today we have the pleasure of speaking with Jay Pegarido. He's the Director and Country Manager at Sansan Global Development Center, Inc. Jay, welcome to the show.
Hi. Hi, thank you so much for having me here.
It's very, very nice. I'm excited to discuss your company and everything that you're doing for the IT industry in Southeast Asia.
Yes.
All right, so I mean, first, let's just get a very fundamental understanding of Sansan.
Yep. So Sansan is a tech company that promotes digital transformation, and it offers a cloud-based contact management solution for corporations. So, like we provide business card management service by scanning cards through a scanner or from a smartphone. That's one of our product. Another one is the bill one for digital invoicing as well.
All right, and I understand that the Cebu branch in the Philippines is fairly recent.
Yes, yes. We've just established the entity uh, February last year.
Oh, so
Very new.
it's like well, this is your anniversary month.
Correct, correct. Actually, we had what we call the People's Hour or a Fun Friday just to celebrate the people for their hard work. We do this every month, and we incorporated our anniversary. So like, is that to be exact? It was February 21.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
happy anniversary.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, so let's dive more into what Sansan is doing for the IT engineers, the personnel here in the Southeast Asia that want to maybe become. I think the word that is used most commonly with Sansan is like a tech hub, right? We want to
Yes,
establish a tech hub in this part of the world. So
correct.
if you could please describe the flexibility offered to your employees and your teammates and team members, and the options available maybe for the remote and hybrid models of employment.
All right. So yeah, at Sansan, let me say this first. We assume an office-centric style, work style with everyone sharing the same space and time to realize our mission and vision. And with our mission, actually, it's turning encounters into innovation. And this give various chance encounters and communication in the office to lead, how would you say, directly into new results and innovation. And while being in the office is our basis, we also offer work from home setup from the standpoint of, let's say, diversity, efficiency, and convenience. And this supports, of course, a healthy balance between personal life and work life. So we allow our developers to work from home at least twice a week and offer flexible work schedule as well based on their preference. So let's say they come to the office 3 days straight, Monday to Wednesday, and the remaining Thursday, Friday, they can choose to work from home.
Okay.
So that's pretty much flexible.
Right. And okay, and like I said before we started, I tend to jump off script sometimes if something pops in my mind. So
Yes.
this is, I feel like these developments, right, with a company that says, okay, you can do 3 days here and then you can do 2 days at home. Is this something that you see as a benefit to production? Like, have you noticed, because I know you've been in the industry since pre-pandemic, right? We all know the
Yes.
pandemic changed the entire work environment.
Yes.
So have you personally seen like the impact that a hybrid work life type setup for a company has on production as well as quality?
Yes, very much. I can't say exactly the number or the
Mm.
percentage for this, but there is really a significant impact with this one. That being said, especially for the Philippines, our transportation here is sorry, it's I would say it's quite bad, and like the traffic. So this will lessen their travel time. So they will have more time at home.
Mhm.
Let's say they can just prepare in what 10 minutes and then they just go work right away, jump to work right away, rather than traveling at an hour stuck in traffic. So in terms of like travel wise, this made a very much big impact into the productivity.
Right. Yeah, I completely agree. Prior to the pandemic, I was also an office-based employee, and
Hmm.
you imagine, an hour actually not that bad, right? When we talk about,
Yeah.
there are instances, of even longer. So I
Yes.
mean, you imagine 5 days a week, 2 hours a day, back and forth.
Yeah. You
By
lost 4 hours
Friday,
already, right?
yeah, by Friday, you've basically lost an entire day of work just
Yes.
commuting. So it makes absolute sense. You know, let's see, how does Sansan, like accommodate, the preferences of your employees, when we talk about like work location,
Hmm. Hmm.
like do they have to be in Cebu?
Hmm. Yeah. Well, we are pretty much flexible in this aspect. With that, employees have the option to choose their work location. But of course, for security reasons, as much as possible, we encourage them to work in a specified office location
Hmm.
or at home. But for other scenarios that can't be avoided, let's say for example they're on a business trip
Hmm.
or they are on a vacation, but they need to work, so they can actually work remotely. I would say from anywhere if in that scenario.
Okay, well that's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
and as someone that has gone on vacation, but
Yes.
also like has still has responsibilities at work. That's one of the, I think, the maybe nowadays in this
Hmm.
climate, that's one of the more important things that employees are looking for, or not employees, but people are looking for when considering going to work for a company. Like, how much freedom do I have? Because it's not the same as before, where you imagine, I should go to work 8 to 5, right, or nine
Yes.
to five, whatever it is. Now it's like, how much free time do I have?
Yeah. True. True.
You
So
know,
actually, it happened to me because just last week I went to on a vacation,
mhm.
and of course I need to approve some stuff, some documentations. So I have to access my PC.
Right.
So yeah, I think it's very much flexible. We're very much flexible on that aspect.
Yeah. And I would agree. It's kind of like it's kind of like a catch-22 nowadays, right? Like
Yes.
before, when you were out of the office, you were out of the office, right? But now the office is everywhere.
Everywhere. True.
Like,
True.
like if I were to send, my boss, let's say, if I were to send them an important message at 8 p.m. on a Sunday, um,
Hmm.
it's odd if they don't reply, right? Because it's like, just, you're, whether you're at dinner, I mean, it's here, it's all here.
It's in the phone,
Yeah.
smartphone.
So it's different as in before, like, oh, this has to wait till Monday morning. Nowadays, I mean, it's good for production and, corporate flow,
Yes.
but it's also like you can't escape.
That's very true. Yeah, but somehow these will also may have kind of like, I'm not sure if you call it a negative impact. The separation between the work and
Mhm.
and the personal life. Sometimes there might be an impact on this matter.
Yeah,
But
very,
in
very
terms
true.
of the work side, this is really would have a great impact in
Yeah.
terms of productivity as well.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. Which is why, and I more, this is more so to the viewers. This is
Hmm.
why I personally always recommend a digital detox. 2 or 3 days, like phone off, computer off, go
Hmm.
spend time in a remote area. It's best if there's actually no cell phone reception, so you're not tempted, but I
As
think
much
it's
as possible. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's very healthy. Take
Sure.
take a few days for yourself. It's really, really important for mental health, family health, those type things. But yeah. just wanted to put that out there. So let's see. How would you describe the company culture?
In terms of like company culture, well, Sansan is, I would say, general, it's a vibrant and dynamic. And this reflects to our core values, innovation, collaboration, and growth mindset, wherein everyone's ideas are valued. Say for instance, in our daily meetings, we have daily scrum or stand up, wherein it often involves brainstorming discussions, and we collect ideas, challenges, and discuss it from there, and very much open. We value everyone's ideas.
Oh, well, fantastic. Okay, so that's huge, right, for employees. I'm not just here. I'm not I'm not just a working person. Like my opinions, my thoughts,
Yes.
are all those are not only accepted but appreciated, I'm sure. So what opportunities do you offer for like professional growth? Training, mentorship, those type things.
Yes, in terms of trainings and mentorship, actually, our goal from the beginning is actually it's always been to nurture local tech talents, and software developers here in the Philippines. Given that I believe we have lots of IT talents here,
Mhm.
and it has always been, become we always wanted to become this as our regional tech hub. And yeah, as mentioned, we have good IT talents here, and we offer training programs to enhance both the technical and soft skills mentoring. We have what we call the CDP. It's actually the career development program,
Mhm.
um, wherein we provide guidance and insight for those for their career progression. So like there's goal settings, and then at the end of the term, you're going to check it back if you were able to achieve these goals or not. So those kinds of like guidance in their career progression.
Okay, well that's great. And are most, well, not most. Let me think how I want to phrase this question. As far as skill skill level, or let's say experience, right? Like, are
Yeah.
you getting a lot of like maybe first time professionals, or because I feel like this is very important
Hmm, hmm.
for the like new ideas, right? Like
Yes.
new fresh graduates. That's the word I want to use. Like a lot of fresh graduates.
Yes. Okay. Unfortunately, at the moment, since we just started, we
Mhm.
want to have a strong foundation first.
Okay.
So for now, we are hiring only mid to senior, well, experienced
Okay.
engineers. But we are actually aiming 100 engineers by the end of May this year. It's
Okay.
quite an aggressive figure. But I'm trying to look at like to balance like probably 70 30, 70 seniors, and probably once we reach the target, I will start hiring juniors, 30 uh, percent of it.
Okay.
I think it's quite important for me to do that because, yeah, again, when we handle the product from Japan
Mhm.
for global market, of course, the team itself is still new, and we need more time to understand the product as well. Even now, even we are hiring experience, they're still trying to catch up.
Right.
So yeah, before I hire juniors, I still have to have the team, the foundation of the team stable,
Mhm.
have a strong team. Yeah, so like experienced and experienced engineers.
Right. Well, I agree 100%. I think, yeah, like you nailed it. You need a strong foundation.
Yeah,
And then, help yourself before you can help others, basically, right? Like you need to,
exactly,
yeah, we
exactly.
have to we have to fix ourselves, and then we can, really start to expand and bring in, anyone and everyone. So all right. Well, something that's been, in the tech industry, especially, like everything is AI integrated, AI,
Hmm,
AI,
hmm.
AI, right?
Yes.
Literally everything. So like what role does working with like new technologies and like AI or cloud
Hmm.
computing and the generative AI and all that stuff, like how does that help to attract tech talent?
Yes, actually this is very, very important question. As you mentioned, AI is quite a trend nowadays,
Mhm.
and they're very crucial for attracting talents. Um, Engineers, developers are drawn to companies that embrace emerging technologies and offer how would say opportunities to work on groundbreaking projects
Mhm.
that can push boundaries of what is possible. So yeah, I think this is very much crucial, and they're very much attracted when you say AI. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I
Mhm.
want to try this and that. And in fact, there was a report that about this one that emphasized the importance of AI. Um, I would say, I think I can't remember if I can remember. 50% of the workers in the survey reported to require some sort of AI training or
Mhm.
upskilling from their companies. Otherwise, they would feel lagging behind.
Yeah, that's yeah, AI is, well, obviously it's here to stay, right? So
Yes.
actually I've seen a report as well that I think some colleges nowadays are, as of late, within the last few months, are
Mhm.
actually offering like a bachelor's in science for AI. And
Or AI, yes.
yeah, so it's, yeah, but
Y-
it's interesting. I mean, I use AI every day. Um, Sometimes it's just for like a new recipe. Sometimes it's for
Mhm.
something a little, sometimes it's for something a little more, a little more important. But yeah, I mean, it's here. We might as well use it.
Yes, but yeah, I'm not sure if it's okay to say this, but I must add as well that I have a report, an article released in E27, and I think I mentioned it there that while AI is often perceived as a threat to the developers, I think it's more accurate to view it as a productivity enhancer rather than a replacement.
It's nice
Yeah.
to hear that someone in the industry, that's doing what you're doing, right? You're
Yes.
creating, you're evolving the industry. I think it's nice to hear that you're not like you don't have like the Terminator mentality, right? Like, oh, AI is
Yeah.
going to destroy us all.
Yes. Yes.
'Cause, yeah, which is great because, yeah, I mean, you have to learn to use it, right? I mean, it is a tool
It is
for,
a tool. It is a tool.
there's no point in being intimidated or maybe um yeah, scared of,
Yes.
an incredible tool. Like, use it.
Yes. Um, One of the philosophy or core values that for Sansan is actually leverage all strength. So yeah, why not leverage this one?
Absolutely.
It
Yeah.
can help you in a lot of ways.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's shift gears a second to we'll talk about, like, because tech is, like, the speed of
Mhm.
advancement is, it's light speed at this point compared to 30 or 40 years ago, so
Yes.
um job security is always, the top of everyone's mind, especially in the tech industry, right? Because, like, we were talking about
Yes.
AI, right? People are worried,
Yes.
so how important is it for Sansan to maybe give this reassurance, maybe, that, job security, is part of your, I'm not gonna say core
Mm.
value, but like it's something, right? That you
Yes.
think about. And how important is it, especially in a place like the Philippines, where many jobs are outsourced?
Yes. True. True. Actually, I would say, yeah, security, stability is crucial for attracting talents. And Sansan understood or understands the value of providing stable opportunities. Not only offer security but also how we say the chance for our team to engage in a meaningful work. So yeah, something that can provide impact to the community, whether it's
Mhm.
social or environmental.
Okay, yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, because especially like I'm after my career days, right now
Hmm.
I'm freelance, because I like it. I prefer freelance. But with freelance, there is that nagging,
Yeah.
idea that, who knows, right? Like there's no security really.
Exact, exactly. And actually, it's a challenge as well for us because after pandemic,
Mhm,
companies in the US, they do direct hire, or like they do accept freelancers, right? And
mhm,
and there are a lot of engineers that I interviewed lately. They're trying to shift now into go back to the corporate world because of job security and stability.
mhm,
And one thing that they've seen in the cases of like freelancers, you know, the company doesn't offer health benefits, um, social securities are not paid as well. They have to pay it for themselves.
mhm.
So like, yeah, I've interviewed a lot of engineers now here, and most of them are also from the freelancers, and they tried shifting now to going back to the industry.
Right. Yeah. And yeah, absolutely. I get it. I completely understand. It's a it's a rough world for us freelancers.
Yeah,
There's so many at this point,
exactly.
But I am happy to hear that a lot of the IT guys are looking for corporate, which a byproduct of that maybe is my job security as a freelancer
Mhm.
because there's not so many. But let's see. Let's okay. I think something nowadays as well that's really really important when
Mhm.
not only going to work for a company but also patronizing a brand, right? Is what
Yes.
are what are you doing for like a social impact, or
Mhm,
more
mhm.
importantly maybe, or maybe not more importantly but just as important, an environmental um responsibility that you've taken on at Sansan.
Yes. What would I say? Well, our product have made, I think, significant impact, social impact. For example, Sansan is a cloud-based, contact management tool for
Mm,
corporations, and Bill One as well. It's a digital invoicing system, a cloud solution that receives and digitizes all invoices, and accelerating company-wide invoice management. And as mentioned, these products provides or promotes digital transformation. Now, for Bill One, for example, the digital invoicing, um, companies received papers and PDF in different formats, and process these documents is quite time consuming. And moreover, depending on the company, it has multiple formats. Now, these services, we offer can standardize the digital format, and I can say that we have a very good number in terms of digitization accuracy and streamline, paper workflows. As a result, it makes invoice management fast and
mm,
easy, and with that, it can save more time, precious time, so you can focus on higher value tasks. And on top of that, of course, that's I would say that's more on the social impact. And in terms of environmental impact, this reduces negative environment impact in the sense that, as we go paperless,
mm.
well, pollution and waste can be reduced of, how I say, natural resource consumption.
Okay, right. Okay. Well, I understand that you have a project maybe scan for trees.
Yes, yes, yes. The scan for trees, yes. This one actually it's a program, an initiative that we do it in Japan and Thailand, and hopefully we can do it here in the Philippines as well. We haven't started it yet, but
Okay.
we will include this in our program. And by planting trees, how is it, for every document digitized, we not only promote sustainability but also demonstrate the positive impact on digital transformation.
Okay. All right. Well, good. Yeah, that's something I look forward to. And as always, as as Sansan, evolves and does,
Mhm.
these starts initiatives like this, we here at Tech Times, you're more than welcome to come back and discuss it. And
Yeah.
yeah, we'll do our best to get the news out to everyone. Um, but I think one of the more important things that, our audience is probably thinking right now, it's like, oh, this is great, but how does the company structure compensation and the benefits package to remain competitive in this market, right? I'm sure that's top of everyone's mind.
Yes. Of course, yeah. As I mentioned earlier, we have the flexible working hours, remote work options, personal development opportunities, cutting edge offices. In fact, here in our office, we have, breakout areas. We have game rooms so we can relax, enjoy it with your teammates. Um, and of course, aside from the competitive packages that we offer, competitive in the sense that, of course, vacation leave, sick leave, HMO, which is very, very important for them. I also promote a people-centered environment within the company, which I believe it's one of the factors that attract candidates or candidates. It's essential to prioritize the well-being, growth, and satisfaction of
Mhm.
employees at all level. And yeah, here in Sansan, one of our values, we have lots of values actually, and we have what we call the appreciate and be inspired. And it is essential aspect of fostering a positive and productive work environment.
Okay, well, fantastic. Yeah. But
Yes,
yeah, so you told me, right, that you've recently hit your 1 year mark here in Cebu. Uh
yes.
how do you see, or what do you expect, or what are your hopes and goals and dreams for Sansan in the next year?
Yep. We are aiming for 200 actually.
Okay.
Yes, we're aiming for 200. We wanted to become a global tech company.
Mhm.
That's our mission. So from Japan, for now as a start, we're going for Southeast Asia, but in the end, we're aiming for a global, for global industry, global market
All right,
as a whole.
fantastic.
So yeah, for Cebu or the Philippines, currently we are aiming for 100, but next year, definitely we wanted to reach 200 and be competitive in the technical industry.
Awesome. Well, okay, Jay, this is usually the time, towards the end of the interview where um we close out and all that, but I want you to maybe give, the our audience, or
Mhm,
potential candidates, what's the best way to maybe, I don't
mhm.
know, you don't okay, you don't have to answer this if you
Encourage
don't want.
them, you know.
Yeah, like
Well,
encourage them, yeah, or
all right.
what's something that a quality that you're really looking for when you're, taking on new talent.
Mhm. Well, I'll just keep this general, no? In terms of like not just for the engineers, but for of course for the viewers as well.
Mhm.
Um, I would say okay for the engineers. I would say like your work has the power to change lives and shape the future of our world. And with every line of code you write, every design you engineer, and every problem you solve, you are leaving a mark on history. So I would say just believe in yourself, trust in your intuition, and never underestimate the impact of your contribution. So yeah, we are how would say we are capable of achieving greatness beyond measure. So and our potential knows no bounds. So yeah, just believe in yourself.
Awesome. Thank you. Spoken like a true leader. Thank you very much,
Ah,
Jay.
thank you so much.
And thank the viewers. Thanks to the viewers. I'm sorry. Please, this is YouTube, right? So, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff. And if you do know someone, or if you personally, have experience, or, are interested in, Mr. Pegarido and Sansan, what they're doing here in the Philippines, and eventually, Southeast Asia, eventually the globe. Yeah, like, work towards it, do your research, and, you know, whatever happens, happens. So again, thank you, Jay. And
Thank you so much for having me.
absolutely. And also I want to say, yeah, anytime, like I said earlier, anytime if something happens, new developments, feel
Yep,
free to come back. More than welcome.
got it. Thank you so much.
And to the viewers, see y'all next time.